Hey guys, David Roman, I'm the author, illustrator, Eternal Horizon series. Welcome to another episode of Art with the Davids. Technically, it's my vlog. I was gonna say talk show. It's my vlog where I started this talking about my artwork, my paintings, and eventually it veered off. I talk about my books. I talk about stuff. I talk about art life. And this episode, I decided to do something controversial. Not controversial, like something no other artist would admit. What it's like to live as a failed artist. When artists post their art and you go over there and you make comments and you say stuff like, don't quit your day job, or I used to paint like that when I was 10 years old, or ha 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 LO, the comments mean the fucking do you ever wonder what happens to those guys, those artists? Do they keep painting? Do they keep creating stuff? So in this episode, I will tell you what happens to the failed artist. So, what I mean by a failed artist is like, I was good. I mean, I'm still okay, but I was never, like that good. Like right now, even when I do my best is this art paint. It's like I still paint like a high schooler. If I may say so. I know. It's like I wish I could do like paint like Da Vinci. I wish I could paint like David, the other David. I'm the David. The other David. That's the guy from the French Revolution. He did Napoleon and shit. Like, I wish I could do it like that, but I can't, and I'm still trying to learn. I'm still learning, I'm learning slowly. I developed my own style, which is cartoony, and people mock me. People are like, oh man, you haven't developed in the past 10 years. That's sad, amateur. So this is what happens to failed art. We don't just disappear, all right? We don't just disappear. We don't be like, oh my God, this guy made a comment. I don't just say that. Oh my God, this guy made a comment. I have never heard that in a long time. Maybe I should reevaluate my life. Trust me, man. We know, okay? Like, I know personally. I know. I've heard it from my own fucking mom. She made fun of my clouds. I never paint anything for her anymore because she always, like, mocks my artwork. But, I still do it, man. It's like, bro. So living as a failed artist. Why do I call myself a failed artist? A, I could never match the grades. B, I hate abstract art. I think all those guys are fucking clowns. And they're always like, judging me. Oh, you don't understand it. You don't understand it. Yeah, I've done that shit before. It's stupid as fuck. And I've done it before where I poured my soul out on those pieces. I could never get into museums. I never really, I only tried once, honestly. I never tried before. I only paint maybe like once a week I paint. I don't paint that often. And like I said, I'm not the best. I've sold maybe 7 paintings. Actually, I sold 2 paintings last year, which is pretty good. Digital artwork, maybe I sold like 5-6 prints. Books I sell pretty well. I only have about 80 reviews at Amazon, even though I've been out since 2009. I did sell about 4,000 copies maybe altogether. Mostly digital. But I fucking keep going, bro. I keep fucking going, man. It's like every day of my life, I work on my art. Every day, I'm painting a lion right now. And I haven't started book 6 yet. But I'm also working on a comic book strip, like about Gym Bros. Jim Bros like, yeah, your boy works out, man. I got a fucking body of Apollo, motherfuckers. Fuck y'all, man. Y'all hating on me, calling me a failed artist, motherfucker. Sorry, I'm just being cut off. Hey. Vanity, all right, bro? Vanity. I love to work out. So anyway, I'm knocking on wood. So anyway, I'm doing Gym Bros. I'm starting a comic book for about it's like a high fantasy / superhero fiction comic books series, and I'm working on the concept of the characters right now. I'm going to start on that on every Friday. I'm also doing my short stories every Monday. I'm actually going to start submitting those. I published 2 short stories in 2009, but I stopped submitting them because people kept telling me I suck. People kept telling me I suck. People kept telling me, you're plugging in big words because you're a foreigner. You're trying to sound more. It's just, there's stuff like that, man. People kept telling. It's like, this is what negativity does, man. This is what negative stuff does to a failed artist. It's like it buries them away. But I'm still doing it. I stopped for a while, short stories, but I picked it up last year. I already got 3 going, and I'm working on those every Monday. I'm going to start submitting those to magazines. I'm still working, and, living as a failed artist is like, fuck, man. It is what it is, bro. It's like I coped, if you can't say, I coped with the fact that I will never be famous. I will never be in a fucking galleries and shit, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to keep trying, man. People think, you failed. People going to think, you're 44 years old. You're done. You should stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm not stopping, all right? This is how a failed artist live. They keep doing shit. And, I don't really do it for me. I don't do it for you. I have to do this, guys. I have to do this. I have to get this. It's like therapy for me. Get this out of my head. And hopefully, like right now, I'm like banking in the future. I'm banking on like centuries from now on. Somebody will watch this shit. And, somebody, like I'm leaving history. It's for posterity. Kind of like my shirtless selfies, I'm leaving them for posterity. So people will see that shit, and be like, hey, man, this motherfucker never gave up, all right? I don't give a fuck if I don't make it in this lifetime, bro. I'm going to keep trying, man, So, and I'm trying to record. I'm trying to create internet stuff. I'm making content. I'm making physical content. There's like, there's physical stuff. You could see my physical art in the main comic book shop in Jacksonville, Florida. In the Coliseum of Comics. If you go in and you look up, you'll see 2 of my paintings. You'll see Galactus and you'll see fucking Apocalypse, man. It's like, even though I'm a failed artist, bro, it's like I try to mark my immortality on this planet. And this is what you as an artist should do, if you have that in you, guys. It's like, I know I've never tried applying for, never tried pushing myself, going to like galleries and museums, reaching out. I need to though. But like, I see myself as a failed artist. I see myself like that, and I live myself. This is how I live. I still paint. I still draw. I still do my stuff. Maybe I'm not as loud, but those comments do not get to me. All right, those negative shit does not get to me. I've heard it all. Trust me, man. I've had a group of my closest friends, they had a chat thing going between each other. They had a chat group going about talking shit about my artwork, laughing at me, calling me a tracer because I modeled for my own paintings. They said, oh, he's tracing and shit. He can't fucking draw. Some more cope I'm throwing in. So, failed artist. Even though I'm a failed artist, this is what I've accomplished. This is what I've done. Okay, so check this out, man. We have, since 2009, 2005, I started writing these. I have them published, created all the covers, everything. This is done. Yeah, I'm not selling a lot, but like, it's out of my head, you know what I mean? If you're an artist and you're watching this, you understand. Like, if just because they said you're not an artist, just because they said you failed, that does not mean those ideas that you're picturing, in your head, that does not mean you should like forget about them, man. You just let them out, man. Failed artist. My children's book is out. I'm working on part 2 right now. What else? The paintings, man. Almost 200 paintings complete. Yeah, I'm barely selling them, but I'm creating it. Yeah, I paint like shit. But yeah, this is what life is as a failed artist, all right? The only thing is I am not making enough money from my art to not work, you know what I mean? I still work a corporate career. I still have a 9 to 5. It's just, you know how that is, guys. So yeah, this is how it is living as a failed artist, If I was a multi-millionaire, it'd be a different story. I would still be doing the same shit, but I'll be singing a different tune. But yeah, this is what it is, living as a failed artist and dealing with the hate, dealing with the cope when nobody believes in you, You just gotta keep going, I guess, Keep going, and even though the hope of you making it in this lifetime is gone, maybe somebody will discover you in 100 years from now, even though you suck. I mean, come on. People, from a certain perspective, Van Gogh sucks too, right? Somebody thought it was valuable. So maybe, it's all about the message, guys. Living as a failed art, it's all about the message. You are the conductor. You get the message from the sky, from the God, from the universe, whatever, to paint, to draw, to write your stuff. But you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So this was like. So anyway, you want to support your boy, subscribe, check out the links below, check out my books on Amazon, and I'm gonna keep going, guys. I'm gonna keep at it. All right. And if you have a dream, man, keep at it. Be more productive than me. Try to reach out, try to put yourself out there. I know, like, it's hard dealing with rejection, but no, most of us think rejection is, they'll be like, you suck, you shouldn't apply. Do you know what rejection is? No reply. It's silence. It's nothing. Okay? So, are you afraid of nothing? Don't be afraid of nothing. Go out there, create some.